Okay, I'm recording, Steve. So we're talking about the Lotus 11 with the Maserati
It had
engine
the
in it.
Maserati 1.5, yes.
And your dad bought it in
1963.
1963, and he bought it from
He bought it from a scrapyard called Rex Incorporated out of Zionsville, Indiana.
okay,
My dad was friends with the people up there, and I don't know how much he bought it for, but the car was involved in a major wreck during a SCCA road course,
okay,
and the car was cut in half or torn in half during the collision. He bought the car, and he rebuilt the frame, and used had the engine transmission. He actually drove the car around the neighborhood, so it was running and was on, was going, and then he quit racing, but he still kept the car. In 1979 or 1978, he let me have the chassis, the Lotus chassis, and he was going to put the Maserati engine in something else. So we removed the engine out of the chassis. And then in November of 1979, I had a garage fire that burnt the chassis. Luckily, the engine was not in the chassis, so the chassis was destroyed in the fire. There was no salvage.
it was just completely. You said buckled, and
The frame was buckled. The frame was buckled. The fire was so hot that the frame ended up buckling. The dog house, which was fiberglass, was melted. It was part of what fueled the fire.
right.
The rear,
Engine cowl,
the engine cowl. Well, it was all
yeah,
one piece
one
on
piece,
part of the doghouse, because the whole doghouse flipped up, and then the rear was made. It was still the original aluminum, and it melted, and it was nothing but piles of aluminum laying on the floor.
Wow.
So at that time, I've crated everything up, set it aside, and I planned on using that engine in something else. And the years have gone by, and I couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Just too many projects, too long. So.
Yeah. Well, it's pretty cool. I'm real excited. I'll keep you posted on
Okay.
how I get on with it, and then you're going to look for your old photos.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find the old photos, and
Right.
I'll send them. But as I said, I have no idea where they are.
Okay.
No idea. We did take pictures of the fire. We did take pictures of the car before. Now, I don't remember how many pictures I had of the car before the fire.
Okay.
When my dad had it all put together, and it was at my mom's and dad's house. But I know that there wasn't anything left after the fire.
And the fiberglass front was put on because of the wreck, and your dad had bought a fiberglass,
one
Lotus
piece.
11.
Yeah. Lotus 11 full doghouse assembly.
Got it.
Is what he'd done, and he'd actually got it set up where it flipped up just like the Lotus 11, because the whole thing on those things came up.
Makes it easy to work on.
Yeah, and so, but it just, that's all more I can say.
Do you remember what kind of rear end it had in it?
No.
Okay.
It did. I know it did have the knockoffs. It had the knockoff with knockoff rims or hubs. But no, I don't remember the rear end up under. It was.
And the instruments probably burned up with everything else.
Everything out, burned up.
Yeah.
Now that was a mechanical tack. I don't know if you noticed on the back of the head, there's a
drive.
A drive. There's a port for the mechanical tack, and it was. But yeah, anything to do with the chassis was destroyed in the fire.
Okay.
And it was bad enough that the chassis was actually drooping when it got done.
Just kind of sagging from.
Yeah, sagging in the middle.
Yeah, so not salvageable at all, like the chassis. So, and would you just cut it up and throw it away or something?
Actually, I just took a whole chassis to scrapyard.
Did you? Yeah.
Loaded it on a trailer and hauled it off.
Got it. Yeah.
But yeah, I lost. There was a lot of things that ended up getting destroyed in that fire. So.
Yeah, it's hard to hear that. Well, thanks for that way I can